Some of you have asked me, well, Simon, how often should I switch my jobs or potentially functions in a company or maybe even industries? And what impact is it going to have on my career? A career should give you, in my eyes, 4 things. And if any one of those 4 dimensions is missing, it can make sense to switch your job. And for me personally, those 4 things are the following. 1, is there career development possible in your role? So are you going to be able to progress, do different things in maybe a year from now in that same company or potentially even position? And also, and that's the second factor, are you learning something while you're there? So is there a new skill set that you learn while being at that job? And the third thing is, do you have people in your company, in your department, that can be your boss or your colleagues, that really bring out the best in you, that mentor you actively, that challenge you so that you can actually grow personally in that company as well? And the fourth thing is, of course, your compensation. And you might actually value some of those points more or less depending on where you are in your career. So if you're in the beginning of your career, it's very important that you have people around you that challenge you, that mentor you, and that you learn a new skill. So that means if you're in a job that checks all of those 4 boxes, there's not really any reason to switch jobs, companies, functions, or maybe even industries. And you also have to be a bit realistic. There's not going to be any perfect job that ticks all 4 of them 100%. So you always will have to find some compromise. But if you feel that your current job is not really helping you progress in those dimensions that are most important to you right now, then yes, it can make sense to switch your job. What's very important if you decide to switch your role, and even more so if you decide to switch companies, is that you do it in a calculated manner. So that in the end there is a clear strategy, a clear path behind your career trajectory. Because if you just switch around because you are bored or you're not really sure if you like that job, and then you try another one, you try another one, you try another one, and in the end your CV looks, let's say, a little bit chaotic, you're actually hurting your career growth. Because people who are going to hire you are going to look at your CV and think there's not really a pattern. If I'm going to hire that guy, he's probably going to switch again in 6 months because he doesn't really know what he's looking for, right? So really make sure that if you decide to switch companies, and even to some extent if you decide to switch positions within a company, that your career trajectory makes sense. If you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments if you would like to have a longer version video of this or what we should deal with in the next video. Cheers!